Nonprofit fundraising friends, we are almost at the new year. I know it's hard to believe, but I want to talk about stewardship in 2025. So I'm going to give you 6 ways to show gratitude to your donors in the new year. First of all, I like to send New Year's cards. Now, I also work for a multi-religious seminary, so we can't really send out like a lot of specific holiday cards, Christmas cards, something like that, because we represent a variety of religious traditions. But I think this is a good idea for any nonprofit. You're respectful of everyone's traditions, plus you're not getting lost in all that December mail. So by sending a New Year's card, you're going to stand out from the group, and you'll be able to acknowledge the spirit of the season and your gratitude for your donors, but you're really going to stand out from the crowd if you send a New Year's card instead. I recommend sending personalized notes. At the school that I work for now, our president will send out a select number of notes on her personal stationery, not on stationery from the school. So I think this adds an extra special touch. You are sending personal greetings to your donors, and that can be at the tail end of this year or also into the new year. I like a virtual donor appreciation event. We do an annual event with our monthly sustainers, and I'm going to talk a lot about recurring giving in January, so make sure you hang around for that. By having a virtual donor event for our monthly sustainers, we are able to get them interacting with our president. They feel like they have access. They feel like they have insider information, although we're very transparent as an organization in general. But it's an extra touch point. It's something that I look forward to every year. And it's a great way to just engage folks as well as make them feel appreciated. Of course, you have to think ahead for your year-end review reports and infographics. This can range widely and can be segmented. So you don't always have to do the huge big booklet that goes out to everyone. You can segment your approaches. You could do more of an infographic that you share on social media. You can do endowment reports for donors that have endowed funds. You can do specific impact reports for major donors that support specific projects. So it doesn't always have to be like a huge big production. Actually, it's more effective if you segment it around. So thinking that through as we go into January will be important. You don't always have to do it in January, but you need to be thinking about these things. Video messages from leadership. Now, leadership could mean your head of advancement or development. It could mean from different important programs that your nonprofit runs and people want to hear about that specific program. It could mean your CEO or president. It could mean your board chair or important committee chairs. Whatever it is, a video message is much more engaging than just reading something from someone that could have easily been ghostwritten. It just comes across as far more authentic, and it's much more engaging. And it's a way to feel like you're getting a personal message from the leadership, but it could be delivered across social media or email. So it's a good way to reach out. I'm a big fan of board thankathons. I've done them before and arranged them before, and I have templates for that. If you are interested in like a board thankathon template that actually walks them through what data they're getting and teaches them how to make these calls, how to handle questions that come up, and how to do the follow-up so you can actually put those call reports in after they make them. But a board thankathon, we've normally done them in December, but I am thinking that we may want to save something like that to January or February when everyone's lives are a little bit slower than they are leading up to the big holidays and the big break and New Year's and so forth. So think about a board thankathon. It's also a wonderful way to involve your board members in fundraising without the pressure of them having to ask for money. They're thanking the people that have given. And one data point that has remained very consistent across the years is that if new donors, first-time donors, get a call from a board member, they are much more likely to stay on board for a second year. So this is huge for donor retention if your board members are open to it. And the bonus thing is make sure you're tracking every bit of it. We can sometimes forget about stewardship as though it's something that we do after the fact, and we may do it, but we don't necessarily put it in the database. Make sure you're tracking all of this as actions in your CRM.